Yes, hello and welcome to chicken rice vegetable casserole video. I try to be serious this time. What you have here is, I took this from a recipe, I modified it a little bit, but I have cut up chicken. This is about 1.5 pounds, somewhere between a pound and a half of cut up chicken breasts, boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I've had some mushrooms and an onion that I chopped up, and then I'm going to add some frozen mixed vegetables. You add them frozen in here. So I'm going to cook this chicken. I'm going to saute the onions and mushrooms. This is something I added to the recipe. It's not necessary. Still very good with just the chicken and vegetables. All right, and now what I've done is the rice. I noticed the first time I tried this, the rice didn't cook all the way through, so I let it soak for about an hour, okay, in the water. There's a 1.5 cups of water here and a can of cream of mushroom. And then all I'm going to do for spices is a little salt and pepper. I'm going to add some Italian seasoning and a little bit of garlic powder.
So you're going to saute your chicken breast until they're cooked? Is that what you're saying?
Not completely cooked, but this thing only cooks at 400 for 30 minutes. You stir it and bake it another 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm just going to brown the chicken, okay? So because I don't want it to overcook.
Now I saw you put bacon grease on the casserole, all on the bottom and the sides. Then you said 1.5 cups of water. How much rice is in there? Is that it, just water and rice?
That is a little over a cup of rice, okay, and 1 can of cream of mushroom and 1.5 cups of water in the casserole. You can use olive oil, you can use butter. I like bacon grease, tends to hold up better.
Okay. So when do you add that about 1/2 cup of milk?
Yeah, I can do it now, okay? I just didn't want to. I've let this sit out for over an hour, so I didn't want to add the milk and have it go bad. So I can add the milk now. And then the rest of the ingredients are 1/2 cup of shredded mozzarella, I say 1 cup, and about another cup of shredded cheddar cheese.
Okay, and I'll put a picture of that recipe card. Thank you.
So first I'm gonna brown the chicken, okay, and then I'm gonna put it right in the casserole out of the pan, and then I'm gonna put in the onions and mushrooms, saute those, okay. When they're finished, I'll spread that over the chicken, add the vegetables, and top it off with the cheese.
And we'll show them that when you do it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, wait. Okay, I have browned the chicken, and so now I lay it in the casserole.
Got to jump up.
Spreading it out a little bit.
Got to jump up.
Oh, we have an escapee.
Mm-hmm. And this could be done with food storage with home canned chicken. Call it zombie chicken.
Yes, the recipe goes a lot faster with that. You just let the rice sit in the water and soup for an hour, and then you can add your canned chicken. You don't have to cook. You don't have to do the sauteed onions and mushrooms either. I just think it gives it a little bit of kick. And so, voila, the sauteed onions and mushrooms are finished. And I'm going to put them on top of the chicken. Kind of spread it out a little bit. Okay. First, I'm going to mix things in a little bit, okay, to help spread them out. Yeah, beautiful, baby. Okay, now put the first vegetables in. I'm going to top this off with cheese. And I've already got the oven cranked up to 400 for the first 30 minutes. And then we're going to pull it out and stir it.
Could also use dehydrated vegetables for this. I have lots of those. We get the 10 bags for $5 on sale, and they would rehydrate right in this. So this would be a very easy food storage meal. So the mozzarella's on there, and now he's going to put some cheddar, I think.
Yes. Top that off with cheddar. This will get stirred in. Okay, what I'm going to do, the chicken casserole has been in the oven for 30 minutes at 400.
Ooh, it's pretty.
Yes. Now you're supposed to take it out and stir it. Stir it up. Stir it up.
Wow, so that rice absorbed all that liquid.
Yes, that's the idea, and that's why I soak it ahead of time. First time I tried this, the rice was still hard. Okay, now I'm mixing everything in.
Then does it go back in the oven?
Yes,
How long do you think?
about, I'd say this one, it says 15 minutes. This might only take 10 because it looks like everything's cooked well.
Looks good.
Okay, so now casserole, take out of oven. Cooked it at 400 for, recipe says 30 minutes. That was plenty. And stirred it, and then it says reduce the temperature to 350. Okay, and you can stir it again, no problem. It looks, oh yeah, the rice really took this time. That's the key. This thing is delicious. Great for a cold day. And look at how thick and rich. I got just enough liquid.
So you had trouble at first figuring out the rice to vegetables to chicken. Like one time it was too much chicken. How did you seem to have worked it out? I hope that recipe card has the accurate measurements, like the 1.5 pounds of chicken breast, because it is fantastic now.
Oh yes, well, I can explain, okay? Please allow me to explain. I have lots of recipes that are totally in my head, but this recipe is, even though it's written down, I did not follow exactly because I add a little bit more rice. As for 1 cup, I went 1.25 cup rice because I like a lot of rice in there. And 1 pound of chicken, I go up to 1.5 pounds of chicken, that's about what this was. Still cream of mushroom, and the water is good, 1.5 cups. 1/2 cup of milk. Okay, I stayed with that. I add more cheese than this calls for. 1/2 cup of mozzarella. I just used the whole bag we had left over, and then 1/2 cup. I probably used 1 cup of cheddar cheese, and I added, because I think it spices it up a little bit, sauteed onions and mushrooms. It adds a little time to the recipe, but I think the flavor it adds is great. I did not this time go with the Parmesan, although it adds a good flavor to it. I did do Italian seasoning, salt and pepper, and I used a little garlic powder on that.
favorite part, but it is very hot. Oh man, you are rocking this one now. That right, and I tested the rice. I flew it.
Yes, very hot.
So you did say you backed it down to 350 for those last.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Oh, perfect. Here, come hot.
Hot chicken in there.
Foo-foo. That chicken's moist. That is fantastic. And this is amazing leftovers. I like one casserole meals on occasion, and then we can have those leftovers. We've never frozen them because we've never had enough left over, but it's your standard 9 by 13 casserole.
And the beautiful thing is you can alternate depending on what kind of vegetables you have left over. If you got some squash or some zucchini, you can cut it up and put it in there. The mixed vegetables was just out of a bag, but you can use whatever you've got on hand, and it works really good.
You did good. Thank you.
You're welcome.